So, Gemini, it looks like this month you may be focused, especially for you Gemini females. You're focused on family this month. You're focused on your children. You're focused on um, finances as well. I feel like for some of you, you've been working really, really hard at a new job, a new career, or you're looking at starting some type of new investment. Um, and, the beginning of this month, it feels as though it's not going to pan out. You have a lot of anxiety. And this is for Gemini males and females. But it looks like, honestly, this is going to be something worth celebrating. And you'll understand this and see it probably mid to late October. Right now, you may be feeling a bit melancholy, like you're just going through the daily grind. You're just trying to get through the day. I feel like there is a lot of responsibility on your shoulders here with the Ten of Wands. And it's like daily obligations are kind of weighing you down. But there's also this innate desire to do something different. I think you're kind of tired of doing the day-to-day run-of-the-mill, and you're wanting something new, and at the same time you're wanting to reap the harvest of what you have already invested yourself into. By the end of this month, there's going to be more balance in your life, okay? Right now, again, I just feel like you feel very overwhelmed with responsibilities, obligations. There can be sudden, kind of like little conflict here with the Five of Swords. I want to say back and forth bickering or arguments. And I feel like your position in all of this, with this arguing going on, can be arguing within the family that's going on. But your position is you just want peace, and your primary focus is your children or your husband, your family. You want to make sure your husband, your wife, you want to make sure that those are the people that are taken care of first and foremost. And then everything else can go by the wayside. Let everyone else figure out those problems would be my advice, because it's gonna level out. Okay, don't take on all that burden on yourselves and on your shoulders, because I see you doing that. And some of these quarrels that I see coming up, they upset you. They ignite some type of anger or frustration within you. But the best way to handle it, honestly, is to just keep your cool, understand and recognize that these aren't your problems. They may try to make them your problem, but honestly, it's not your problem. So don't let that get the better of you, okay? It looks like this month, for some of you, this can be within a partnership, a relationship, or a marriage. This can be even just with another male or another female, someone of the opposite sex, that there's a little bit of strife or conflict. But again, by the end of the month, we see balance, we see equality. I feel like a weight is going to be lifted off your shoulders here. So I know that you're tired, and I know that it's difficult for you to wait it out, but trust me, by the end of this month, things are going to be looking a lot better. You're going to feel a lot better. The weight is going to be lifted off of your shoulders here. Let's look at this in more detail. I'm going to pull some clarifying cards here. And one big message, though, is just don't let any anger or frustration get the better of you, whether it's coming from you or another individual towards you. Okay? Because I see you getting fired up. I see you ready to just go off on somebody. But you don't. It's not going to be necessary, because everything's going to play itself out. Okay? You don't have to worry yourself about it. I want to look at the Empress first. See what the messages are with the Empress. Yeah, so for some of you, this is about your partner. This is about your love. This is the Lover, and then we have the Soldier, and then we have the Love card. this is someone you love and care about, and I feel like you're going to be very nurturing towards them. You're trying to help them maybe through a difficult time or some challenges, um, because you're trying to help them move on and move forward, and you're doing so in a loving way, in a compassionate way, an empathetic way with the Empress. Let's look at the Justice card, which is the outcome card here. Yeah, there's a message. There's going to be some type of communication that you receive that all is well. And it's going to help you rekindle or reunite your relationships with others, whether that's a love partner or within your family. And it's a fortunate thing, obviously. When things balance out, it's a fortunate turn of events. Actually, this is also saying things are going to go in your favor. And you're going to feel a great sense of relief by the end of the month. I want to look at the Knight of Wands, which is in the center of the spread. We have, okay, yeah. See, someone is I want to say someone is being, they can be lying, they can be deceptive, and you're finding this out, you acknowledge this, you're aware of this, and it's frustrating for you. And you want to call them out, and you want to deal with this up front and center. But what you have to realize is this person is acting very shallow and catty. So it's like it's not even worth your energy because you got other stuff going on that needs your attention. Focus on being the partner, whether you're male or female. Focus on your wife or focus on your children. Make that the priority. And by the end of the month, we have a blessing, we have a gift in this. So, like I said, it's going to work out. You don't have to really do much in this situation. Let it kind of pan itself out. Finally, I want to look at the Four of Cups, which is the overall energy. Yeah, you're feeling despair. You just feel overwhelmed, okay? Overwhelmed, and you're feeling very unsatisfied with the situation as it is. But then we have a celebration. We have a reason to celebrate again. And then we have joyfulness, happiness, celebration. So it's just, this whole spread is basically telling you, take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. Try to relax. Try to unburden yourself, okay? Don't let this energy overwhelm you, because things are going to work out in the end, and they're going to work out in your favor. So focus on those things that should be a priority. Focus on the people that do matter, and the other people will just kind of go by the wayside. Now I'm going to focus on your love reading for the month of October. Sorry for the camera shaking here. It's a little unstable on this table. Okay. We have the Seven of Cups, the Magician, the Death card, the Devil. Oh my goodness. Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Hanged Man, Seven of Swords, and the Four of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Tower. Alright, so Gemini, when it comes to the month of October, we see some significant changes taking place in your love relationships. For those of you who are partnered and are in a relationship, I see that at the beginning of the month, there's some confusion. Perhaps your partner is confusing you. Your partner their behavior or their actions or their words aren't matching up. And you feel like there is some deception going on here, okay? And there can be some tit for tat in the beginning. But I see here that ultimately you're making a sacrifice. I'm looking at this row right here with the Seven of Cups, the Devil, and the Hanged Man. I feel like your partner's behavior may be a little irrational or erratical. And it confuses you. And you're confused by it. I think that there's some pessimism on your part as to, why this person is acting the way that they are. But I see you giving them the benefit of the doubt. Because ultimately, the Ten of Pentacles is in the center here, and the Ten of Pentacles is all about family and lineage. It's all about ancestors. It's all about, carrying on traditions and building financial abundance and coming together to build prosperity, not only financially, but emotionally and mentally and spiritually. You're wanting that level of commitment, whether you're married or you're simply dating. You're wanting to build something stronger with this person. Now, I want to say that by the middle of this month, you're basically letting this person know, look, we have a choice to make. You're the magician here. You are taking control and ownership of this relationship. And you can see behind this magician, we have two paths. And you're basically laying it on the table for your partner and saying, we can go down this path or we can go down this path. If we go down this path, I'm not following you. If we go down this path, we will do it together. This is what we have built together. This is what we have on the table. We have everything we need, but I need your commitment. I need your level of commitment in this, just as much as my commitment is in this, okay? So you have that. And what happens is it creates a transformation in your relationship where you're saying goodbye to the way things were in the past, and you're asking your partner to change. You're asking them to transform. And it's a new beginning with the Ace of Wands here. I see new passion, newfound passion in your relationships, okay? And it's something that you've been waiting for quite some time with the Four of Swords. You've kind of been analyzing this, sitting back and waiting. And this is where the Tower comes in. It's a big monumental change in how you two connect, how you two work together, because your partner is beginning to understand that, look, this is where we're at. There's a choice you need to make. I feel like you may be trying to call them out on something if you feel like they're being deceptive in some way with the Seven of Swords. You see this man trying to sneak away in the middle of the night with the swords. And this talks about someone being, stealthy, being secretive, someone being dishonest. It doesn't have to mean, I know a lot of people immediately jump to cheating or that kind of deception, but it doesn't have to be that. It could just be that your partner isn't comfortable opening up and really communicating with you why they are behaving the way that they're behaving. But this month, it's gonna you're gonna bring them, you're gonna draw it out of them, okay? And I do see big change. Now, for those of you who are single, I see that you're lacking passion in your life. And the Devil card can represent sex. So for some of you, it's that, it's like, you want a relationship, you want this kind of monogamous relationship where you have this, but I feel like you've been deprived for some time regarding sex or sexual relations. That's why we have the Hanged Man coming up under the Devil. And it's saying here, don't deceive yourself in a sense with the Seven of Swords under the Ten of Pentacles. You can have the best of both worlds. You need to be patient though. And I feel like you're a bit confused about, well, I don't know what I want. Like, I want a relationship, but I don't. Some days I feel like all I want is just, sex, or I just want a friend with benefits. But then there's other days where it's like, I really want a relationship. I want someone I can snuggle with, I can share my life with, someone I can build a family with. And that's okay that you feel that way. It's okay. This is a month in which you can change your love life. It's going to be up to you, but it is going to require a transformation in the way that you understand yourself and your love relationships, okay? Be patient. The Four of Swords here is talking about patience. Have patience, because it will come. But just know, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. It's okay to be one or the other. It's okay to feel one way or the other, but you have to be honest with yourself. Otherwise, you're going to continue to confuse yourself, and you're not going to end up, with anything or anywhere. You are the magician, so you have the power to choose the path you're going to take, okay? And you're going to have to say goodbye to something, whether that's a way of thinking or a pattern of yours regarding how you date or your lack of dating. Maybe you need to get out more, you need to experience more, you need to have more fun and make more connections with people. Because this Ace of Wands can certainly represent a new partner, a partner that could be very fun and exciting. And that could be the shakeup that's happening for you this month. But you got to be willing to put yourself out there. So the first card that I'd like to clarify is the Seven of Swords here. Yeah, look. For you singles, the Room card, this talks about intimacy, but it also talks about secrets. It talks about hidden motives or intentions. This is something that you feel like you want within yourself, but you're not openly expressing it in your exterior environment. So it's like if you want a relationship and you know that you want this, but you're not out there expressing it, you're not looking for it, you're kind of deceiving yourself in, I'll have this, because you're not looking for it. You're not being open and honest with yourself. Sorry about this. Let me move this back a little bit here. Then we have the Wedding card. So this is ultimately wanting that connection, wanting that kind of relationship. And you have to have the faith and confidence in yourself, because somebody is coming into the picture with this Sweetheart card. Either you're going to be the sweetheart, or someone's going to recognize you. Or you're going to recognize someone as a sweetheart, okay? I want to say don't be pessimistic. I'm getting like pessimism for singles. For those of you in a relationship, this can represent that, there's some secret, there's some hidden motive or intention here regarding your relationship, and it can be an external partner, okay? That's one message, but that doesn't have to be the case. It can just be that your partner, even though you're in a committed relationship, is keeping something from you. They do love you. They do have strong feelings for you. But for some reason, they feel like they can't share something with you. Perhaps they feel like they may be judged. I'm going to look at the Tower last here. Yeah. So for some of you, this is about somebody not behaving in a way that you feel is appropriate. Okay? And you may say goodbye to that lover. We have the Tower on the Tower here. This card is the Tower card in here. So for some of you in a relationship, again, you're telling this person, we can stay or go. You have to work with me. We can go down one or two paths here. Some of you may be ending the relationship because of that. Okay? For those of you who are single, this is all about saying goodbye to your past ways of, again, understanding love, perceiving love, how you go and try to obtain relationships or connections with people. You got to do things differently this month. And for some of you, it's saying goodbye to an ex. You really have to let go of that person, or you have to let go of that person's perception of you or your perception of that person in order to really move forward and open your heart to making a connection with a new person.